Okay, Michelle, welcome. Thank you for
Hi,
coming
thank
on.
you. Thank you.
Uh,
Happy to be
so,
here.
I'm very happy to have you. So, I would love for you to share your amazing story with people. So, for starters, for people watching the video, can you please explain who you are? What do you do?
Sure. So, Michelle Borst, I work two jobs. I'm an executive assistant and I'm a higher education event planner. I do graduations and have been doing this for well over 15 years. My part-time work is my granddaughter, my 10-year-old fourth grade granddaughter. I am her afternoon homework provider. So I have a full plate, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think you need a fourth. I mean, a
Yeah,
fourth.
if I could clone myself, it would be great.
Thank you. So, can you explain to people watching, what was your weight when we first met? What were your weight loss goals? What have you accomplished?
Love it. So menopause came, and no matter what I tried, what I did, I was about to touch 200 pounds. And that was like, oh my God, right? 5'7". I'm not, well, I say I'm not small framed. My wrists say I am, but I refuse to believe it. Always ran about 150. So I was looking at a 50-pound weight gain. And without trying, from probably 2022 to 2023-ish, I was like, here I am 50 pounds heavier. Looking at 60 this year, I decided it was really time to get serious. And in my early years, in my 30s, fen was the trend and I could do it and pounds fell off and I could still eat McDonald's. Clearly, that's not the case, right? I didn't want to live on chicken and broccoli to get where I needed to be. So I wanted to make sure that what I was doing was sustainable and would take me the long term and not just be a fad or something that was going to help me drop weight really fast. And, okay, great. Now life
And,
hits,
and
right?
bounces right back when you stop
Right.
doing it.
That's right.
Exactly.
I adapted a workout program that worked really great for me and spoke to you and was all in, right? And I have to tell you, initially, I was like, okay, here's another thing I'm going to try. And very quickly said, this I can live with. And I dropped the last 10 pounds. I mean, I probably lost 60 to 65 pounds up and down, but I got to my goal and had my hand held through the whole process. So happy to be able to ask questions and get answers for things that I wasn't sure of. Send labels of things that I wanted to try but shouldn't really try, and got to my goal. And I mean, my husband noticed that I was a different person. Like I wanted to go out. The pandemic was an easy excuse to stay in, but it was really like my left hip and my right hip that kept me in, right? And he was like, wow, like you want to go out and do things again. So not only getting
That's
through
great.
menopause, my life like became my own again.
I love this. And so your final weight loss was, and where are you at now maintaining? So a lot of people don't understand that our program is designed not just to help you burn fat to lose the weight in a healthy manner, but we want to create a lifestyle of sustainability for every unique scenario. So where are you maintaining at so people could hear this?
So I got to about 142 to 144, and it was a little too much for me, right? I mean, it was not where I wanted to be. Again, at 60, I looked at, so right now I'm running between 152 and 155 very happily. I'm
Amazing. Yeah.
I'm trying to get to 150 and keep it there, but that's like me personally because I am
But
comfortable.
that's your buffer zone. I think that's perfectly healthy, and you're capable of maintaining that. You'll always, so kind of what you were describing, you gross the overall weight reduction to then gain back a little bit of buffer weight when we give you back the linguine and clam sauce and all the delicious things people like to eat. Occasionally, of course, in
I just wanted to have a
moderation.
cocktail once a month. That's all. Just one
Yeah.
cocktail once a month. That was my goal.
I love it. So, as far as going out, you mentioned going out. Are there things perhaps on blood work, energy levels, anything that you've noticed lifestyle wise?
So my energy, like so tired, 2, 3 o'clock, I was always like, oh my God, I have work to do. I'm so tired. And once I started this, that went completely away, almost like I was looking at, oh my gosh, it's almost 5 o'clock and I'm not tired yet. Wow, what happened? That was really a big accomplishment for me personally. My blood work, I have thyroid issues, and so keeping my thyroid level was very important. And happily, my endocrinologist was like, "We'll see you in a year," which was initially every 3 months. So that in and of
Great.
itself was so accomplished for me. I was glad to have gotten there. My cholesterol didn't really change. I always run borderline, but with doing this, I identified that it wasn't my eating habits, it was my genetics. So that was great to know.
Yeah, and that does happen with people, whether it's blood pressure or cholesterol. Sometimes there's genetic predisposition,
That's right.
and or not just predisposition, but it runs in the family. People have it at a young age, and it just is what it is.
That's right. Yeah. So, and that was good because my doctor kept wanting to give me statins, and I was like, yeah, no, no, no,
Yeah.
no. And in doing this, I realized that it was nothing that I was doing wrong. It was simply what I was doing. So I was able to take a calcium score and determine that it was genetic and not my eating
Yeah,
habits.
absolutely. This is great. I love your story. So if you were to share one gold nugget for people watching this video, perhaps people who are on the fence, people who want to use an injection or a drug to, take that road for weight loss, what would you say to them?
So for me, as I mentioned, to sustain the weight loss was what was more important because I lived my life on every diet, on every quick weight loss, on every quick fix, on every, oh, I feel great. And clearly it did not sustain me the long haul, right? And I want to say that remember, the quick fix is not always the quickest fix, right?
Correct. Yes. I understand that. You understand that. But
I
people
do.
watching this video may not understand that.
And I would love, I could tell anybody, I could shout to the top of the world how happy that I am to have gotten through this. And keep in mind, I'm probably in maintenance, and you would might know better. I mean, at least 6 months. I got through the
I
holidays
looked, it's
without
about six
gaining
months.
weight.
I looked before we got on.
Yep.
Yeah, so
I
so
mean,
you're sustaining for 6 months in that buffer zone beautifully and smooth sailing. I mean, you know exactly what to do. You listen to your body. When you're pushing the boundaries a little bit to bring yourself back, and that's all part of the lifestyle management that we create with every single client. I love your story. Thank you so much for sharing and coming on
happy
today.
to, happy to, happy
Okay,
to.
thank you very much. I'll speak to you
Thank
soon.
you.